S Connection, Episode 1. When I lived in London, I had a few interesting conversations with heterosexual men regarding dating the opposite sex. Keep in mind, ladies, this was before the Me Too movement. It was a bit strange. They told me how much money they would have to spend to go out on a date with a woman, sometimes in the hundreds of pounds for one night. And I said, hundreds of pounds? That's an investment. For that, I could get a pair of Gucci shoes. And they told me, well, that's why we don't date so much, and that's why we have to get married. And I was like, oh my God, hundreds of pounds? Well, imagine their faces when I told them there was a certain location, or their locations in London, where for £5 you get a free drink and you just have to walk around, in your underwear. I always had Calvin Klein, and pretty much you could do whatever you want. Because I told them, well, they were men. For men, oral sex is like a handshake, but for gay men, oral sex is like a desperate politician seeking votes during election season. Well, they looked at me, and at first I thought they were going to be disgusted by it, but they were actually quite fascinated. And bear in mind, this was before Tinder and Grindr and all the hookup apps. They wanted to know more things, and I said, wait a minute here now. You guys are heterosexual dating women. I don't know if you can handle all of this. It could be a bit too much, and I don't want to be accused of converting you. But I told them, yeah, you pay. It's very casual, very relaxed. There's even disco music, and well, as according to the day you go, some days you don't even have to take off your clothes. Men come in suits. Okay, we'll talk about that later. They come in suits, and fair exchange, no robbery. Everybody gets their groove on, and then they just go. I mean, invest £300? Please, no. It's like I said, it's £5. They were quite shocked at that. They said, and this place really exists? I said, of course it exists. Because I told them, with two men, I mean, we don't have to court each other. We know what we're both after. The after effects, well, okay, maybe you can take a pill or something, get a shot. Who knows? Who cares? And you go from there. But €300, £300, sorry, for a weekend date. That's a bit much, I think. I mean, £300. If I were going to spend £300 on a date, it wouldn't be in London. I'd just fly with somebody to the Canary Islands for a weekend. There's no way. £300 on a date with another man? Forget it. Let's get this over with. We have to test drive before we buy. I mean, no. If that's how the heterosexual world works. Okay, I mean, it's been working this way for thousands of years, but no. But back to the story. They were quite fascinated by it. And now looking back, I wonder if they do have Grindr and Tinder on their smartphones. I'm sure they do. After our long conversation, they were very, very inquisitive. And I think probably saved them a lot of money if I think about it.